Hey, my friend Greedy Belly, continue training. I'm Rez, brother. I know.
The heavyweight division has seen its fair share of rivalries, but the ongoing one between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury feels like something most fans have never seen before.
Greedy Belly, rematch clause come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking.
Their first bout was dramatic, with Usyk pulling off what many considered an upset. Now, as we head into the December 21st rematch in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Fury has bulked up ready to take back what was taken from him. And Usyk has reacted to Tyson's new appearance. Let's catch you up.
Working away, chipping away nicely. December 21st. Usyk, you're on notice. Come on!
Tyson Fury has been making headlines recently for looking absolutely massive in recent training footage. This isn't just your regular pre-fight shape-up. Fury looks like a heavyweight tank ready to steamroll anything in his path. The reaction, as expected, is a little mixed. Fans and experts are debating whether this new, bulked-up Fury is a stroke of genius or a huge mistake, and then there's Usyk, calm as ever, watching Fury's antics like a teacher watching a student try too hard. Usyk's response has been nothing but calm, saying, "Yes, he looks huge, definitely. But I want him like that, at his best, because only then he will know I was forever better than him." But we can't ignore Fury's transformation as cool as Usyk does. Sure, being big is part of his game. He's always been able to use his size to lean on opponents and wear them down. But this new look is almost, well, as some fans call it, cartoonish. Some say he's bulking up to play an aggressive, power-heavy style, aiming to physically dominate Usyk, which actually does make sense on paper. Usyk is smaller, and Fury probably thinks he can turn this into a brawl instead of a boxing match.
I have to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch with people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking them out in the rematch. Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch.
But Fury should know more than anyone else that size isn't everything. Remember, this isn't the first time Fury has fought a smaller opponent. The difference is that Usyk isn't just smaller, he's smarter, faster, and more precise. In their first fight, Usyk danced circles around Fury, making him look clumsy at times. Adding more weight might make Fury stronger, but it could also make him slower, and that's exactly the kind of mistake Usyk would exploit.
I believe that I was the best I could have been. I don't think I could have done any better. Maybe if they'd have said to me, write you down in the last 2 rounds, I probably could have went out and tried to attack him and tried to get him out of there myself. But other than that, I've done the best I could, you know. He's a good fighter.
If Fury's size doesn't pay off, it won't just be a tactical error, it'll be embarrassing. You can think of Fury coming into the ring looking like a giant and still getting schooled by a smaller guy? That's the kind of stuff that the internet forever remembers. While Fury is grabbing headlines with his new look, Usyk has stayed his usual cool, collected self. He doesn't talk big or try to hype himself up. To him, he will let his fists do the talking. In fact, Usyk seems almost too relaxed, as if Fury's size doesn't bother him at all. But is that calmness real? Or is it a cover for nerves?
One of the great performances. Usyk too. I'm going to knock a motherfucker out. That's it.
Usyk is human after all. Watching Fury transform into a heavyweight Goliath has to at least make him think twice about his approach. Still, if there's one thing we've learned about Usyk, it's that he thrives under pressure. He proved it in the first fight. Fury had the size, the power, and the undefeated record, yet Usyk came out on top. He knocked Fury down in the 9th round and outboxed him over 12 rounds to win by split decision. Now he's coming into the rematch with the confidence of someone who's already cracked the code.
Tyson, don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone.
But here's where things get interesting. Fury is known for his mind games. He spent his entire career trying to get inside his opponents' heads. Trash talk, antics, jokes, you name it, Fury's done it. But this time, Fury has been quieter than usual. It could be that he's just trying to show us that he's more focused this time. Or it could be that Usyk got in over his head, and he doesn't want to end up saying a lot only to get dropped in the ring.
Tyson, ready for the rematch?
During a recent joint interview with TNT Sports, Usyk made some playful gagging noises to express how much he hates the grind of training. "When I come to the ring, I live there," he said. "Tyson too, I think." To which Fury nodded in agreement. But when Usyk made those jokes, Fury didn't say much. He stared at the camera, almost like he didn't know how to respond. Later, Fury joked, "I was scared of him. That's why I didn't look at him." Was it really a joke, though? Or was Fury trying to brush off the fact that he might have been caught off guard by Usyk's calm confidence? Let's not forget the impact of their first fight. Fury came into that bout as the favorite. He was undefeated, a giant in the division, and the reigning WBC champion. Usyk was the underdog, moving up from cruiserweight to take on a man who seemed unbeatable. But what happened? Usyk didn't just win, he exposed Fury's weaknesses. He was faster, sharper, and more disciplined. The 9th round knockdown was the exclamation point, a moment that made it clear Fury wasn't untouchable.
Usyk, he seems smaller, but he seems quicker and faster. You know, he throws good combinations as well. I don't know as far as who wins. I always say, man, may the best man win.
Since then, Fury's reputation has taken a hit. Losing to a smaller man wasn't part of the Gypsy King's story. And now, with his massive frame and mysterious quietness, it feels like Fury is desperate to rewrite the narrative. But then we all are asking ourselves that big question: what if Fury loses this fight? A second loss to Usyk would be devastating for his legacy. It would prove that Usyk isn't just a better boxer, but a smarter one too. Fury's claim to being one of the greatest heavyweights of all time would take a serious hit, and the Gypsy King might struggle to recover.
Well, it's one we'd all like to have seen, wouldn't we? Who knows? We don't know. But, you know, before all that can happen, we've got to see what happens on the 21st of December and the Riyadh season. You know, we get another great card, great fight, and we'll see how those two guys come through it. For me, I genuinely do believe that it's going to be I do believe Tyson will win the fight.
On the flip side, Usyk's legacy would skyrocket. Beating Fury twice would solidify him as one of the all-time greats, especially since he's already achieved so much in the cruiserweight division. A win here would prove that Usyk's skills and intelligence can overcome even the biggest challenges, literally. While Usyk carries himself with his trademark calm and focused demeanor, don't let that fool yourself. He isn't taking Fury lightly. In his own words during the interview, "I know he's a very smart fighter and recovers very fast." Coming from a man who carefully studies his opponents and leaves no stone unturned in his preparations, those words carry weight.
Jump. 5.
Usyk understands that Fury is more than just a big figure in the ring. Fury's adaptability and intelligence make him a dangerous opponent. Their first bout proved that Usyk cannot afford even a moment of complacency. Oleksandr Usyk is not a man of theatrics. He keeps his thoughts measured and his strategies private. Unlike Tyson Fury, who thrives on entertaining fans with his larger-than-life personality, Usyk operates like a silent storm, gathering strength in the background. This disciplined approach has served him well throughout his career.
Level, and inshallah one day I will, but I suppose every little move and every little interview you have is all a mental battle. All the little 1% or 0.1%, they all make a difference. So maybe it's part of the bigger strategy, but in the rematch, I think Fury should come out with a win.
Whether it's his footwork, combinations, or ability to read an opponent mid-fight, Usyk approaches every bout with a level of preparation that is unmatched. Even though he won the first fight, Usyk knows that Fury will likely show up as a different fighter this time around. Fury is a very smart fighter, Usyk emphasized again. That's high praise from a man who has seen and overcome some of the best in the sport. Usyk isn't one to get caught up in his past victories. Instead, he focuses on what's ahead, studying Fury's moves, patterns, and tendencies to ensure he has an answer for every scenario.
Hit. And I was hitting him at will, basically, head and body. So yeah, I got a little bit greedy and paid the price, got caught, and we know what happens in heavyweight boxing.
But Tyson Fury is anything but predictable. The Gypsy King is a showman through and through, both inside and outside the ring. His recent social media post was classic Fury, confident, brash, and full of energy. 4 weeks to go till the biggest fight of the year, he declared. The biggest fight in boxing, me and Usyk, and I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. Can't wait. On the 1st of December, the belts are going to be mine again.
4 weeks to go to the biggest fight of the year. The biggest fight in boxing, me and Usyk.
Fury's words are more than just promotion. They reveal his belief that he still has what it takes to reclaim his throne. Despite losing his undefeated record and the WBC title to Usyk, Fury isn't approaching this rematch as the underdog. He's coming in with the mindset of a man who knows he can win. Fury's adaptability is one of his greatest strengths. In his trilogy with Deontay Wilder, he showcased his ability to switch styles. He outboxed Wilder in their first fight, overpowered him in the second, and outlasted him in the third. Against Usyk in their first fight, Fury relied on his boxing skills rather than his size and physicality. But this time we might see a different approach.
As a sincere man who tells the truth and hides nothing behind no curtains, I'm beating you. 1,000,000%, I've not got no doubts. Even after all the time off, you cannot beat me.
Fury's ability to reinvent himself is both his greatest asset and his biggest question mark. While it keeps opponents guessing, it also means Fury himself has to execute a new strategy perfectly. Against a fighter as disciplined as Usyk, even the slightest misstep could be costly. Their first fight was a tactical masterpiece. Usyk's speed, footwork, and precision were on full display, while Fury's defensive skills and ring IQ made it a closely contested bout. The result was a split decision that could have gone either way.
He does need to make some adjustments. If he didn't make any adjustments, then he would lose the fight again. So he would have to make some adjustments to win the fight. So he definitely has to go in there with a focused attitude and being able to throw a lot more punches.
What made that fight so compelling was the constant battle of adjustments. Usyk would land quick combinations, only for Fury to use his size to smother him in the clinch. Fury would try to control the distance, but Usyk's footwork allowed him to find openings. It was a chess match where every move mattered, and fans can expect the same level of intensity in the rematch. This time, however, the stakes are even higher. Fury knows he cannot afford another loss. Usyk, on the other hand, is fighting to prove that his first victory was no fluke. The winner of this bout will not only hold the heavyweight crown, but also cement their legacy as one of the greats. Usyk's calm demeanor isn't just for show, it's a weapon. While Fury's larger-than-life personality might rattle other opponents, Usyk remains unaffected. He's focused solely on the fight, shutting out the noise and distractions that often come with a bout of this magnitude. This focus is what makes Usyk so dangerous. He doesn't rely on mind games or emotional outbursts to gain an edge. Instead, he lets his preparation and skill do the talking. Even Fury's antics, which often unsettle opponents, have little effect on Usyk.
It's better.
Oh, that lunges and them little skinny kicks.
Building those quads, come on.
GK does it. Easy and nice, like sugar and spice.
During their first fight, Usyk proved that he could handle Fury's size and reach. He landed clean shots, avoided heavy damage, and even managed to knock Fury down in the 9th round. That kind of performance against a fighter as formidable as Fury speaks volumes about Usyk's ability to stay composed under pressure. While Usyk remains steady in his approach, Fury has chosen to shake things up. His decision to bulk up for the rematch has sparked plenty of debate. On one hand, his increased size could give him a physical edge, allowing him to overpower Usyk in close quarters. On the other hand, it could also slow him down, making it harder to keep up with Usyk's speed and movement. Fury's confidence in his new approach is clear, but confidence alone doesn't win fights. He'll need to execute his strategy flawlessly to avoid falling into Usyk's traps. If Fury tries to rely solely on his size and strength, he risks playing right into Usyk's hands. It's impossible to predict this fight with certainty. Both fighters bring unique strengths to the table, and their contrasting styles make for an intriguing matchup. Fury's size, reach, and adaptability give him a significant advantage, but Usyk's discipline, speed, and ring IQ make him a formidable opponent. Throughout the build-up to their second fight, Fury has been clear about his approach. He's going into what he calls destroyer mode. His recent photos suggest that he's been piling on the pounds to give himself the physical presence to dominate Usyk. Fury even admitted that last time he was too cautious and boxed more conservatively. Now he's promising to take a much more aggressive path. "I'm not going for a points decision, I'm going to knock a MF out," Fury declared to TNT Sports. But not everyone is convinced that this is the right approach. Britain's first three-weight world champion Mackenzie, speaking on the Talk Boxing podcast, issued a stark warning to Fury, claiming that his weight gain could end up being a costly mistake. "Fury doesn't live, eat, walk, talk the sport, but you're supposed to," Mackenzie said, pointing to Fury's well-documented history of gaining and losing significant weight between fights. Fury's tendency to balloon up during his downtime means he often spends his training camps not just preparing for his opponent, but shedding the excess pounds.
Nigel, Fury Usyk rematch, who wins?
Usyk's a very good boxer. I want Fury to win, but Usyk's a very clever boxer.
According to Mackenzie, this repeated cycle puts Fury at a disadvantage. "In between fights is where fights are won and lost," Mackenzie said. "We know Fury blows up, puts on a load of weight between fights, and then he has got to get rid of all that weight again." For Mackenzie, the idea that Fury's increased size will make him better is simply misguided. Bigger and better isn't going to beat Usyk, it's really not. Fury's game plan seems to hinge on using his size and strength to bully Usyk, something he didn't fully utilize in their first meeting. Fury weighed for that fight, significantly lighter than his career heaviest weight of 19.8 pounds during his crossover clash with Francis Ngannou.
He's a nice lad, but Usyk's great as well, and how can you not like Usyk, you know what I mean, and the way he turns up. That's why in them fights, as a boxing fan, if you're not from this country or if you're not really backing Fury, it's a no-lose fight for you because Usyk's such a nice fella.
Despite claiming to be in the best shape of his life for the Usyk fight, Fury later admitted that wasn't the version of the real Gypsy King fans are used to seeing. He even posted side-by-side images on Instagram comparing his physique during the Usyk bout to his second fight with Deontay Wilder, where he weighed 19.11 pounds and overwhelmed Wilder with relentless aggression. "This is him." Fury captioned the image of his bulkier frame from the Wilder rematch, referring to the bruising, unstoppable force he plans to channel against Usyk.
It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, the Usyk fight. A lot easier. People saying, "Oh, he's a hard man to hit." I was lighting him up 3 or 4 punch combinations and laughing at him. My problem in that fight, I probably had too much fun. It was probably too easy. At times it was.
But Mackenzie isn't buying it. He believes Fury's plan to come in heavier will only play into Usyk's hands. If he puts on more weight and thinks to himself, "I'm going to bully Usyk this time. I'm going to go in and walk him down. I'll be able to take his shots because I'm that much bigger." It's not going to work for him, Mackenzie argued. In his view, the extra weight will slow Fury down, make him more predictable, and leave him vulnerable to Usyk's precise and fast counters. He's going to be slower, he's going to be more predictable, he's going to get hit more and a lot sooner, Mackenzie predicted.
There can just flick of a switch, he can just turn that on.
Absolutely. Tyson Fury greeting it with a smile. And Matt, we were asking Fabio about the psychology of
Mackenzie is convinced that Usyk will win the rematch. He sees Fury's decision to bulk up as a tactical blunder, especially against an opponent who thrives on exploiting flaws. Usyk wins the rematch all day long. I can't see how Tyson Fury beats him, Mackenzie said emphatically. He's not going to knock Usyk out. Mackenzie also highlighted Usyk's near-perfect record and lack of visible weaknesses. This guy is unbeaten, so you have to look for chinks in his armor. Has this guy got a bad engine? Does he get cut? Does he go down? Does he have to get up off the floor to win fights? Usyk doesn't have to do any of them. He's never shown vulnerability.
Що ти там Тайсон б'єш, йому? Давай маску вдягай та біжи. Конечно, таких малих б'єш там, блин. Що ти, мій товстий друг? Хай тебе буде все добре.
Usyk's consistency and discipline have been key to his success. His ability to remain composed, avoid unnecessary risks, and execute his game plan with precision make him a nightmare for any opponent, even someone as unorthodox and unpredictable as Fury. Usyk is not just a technical genius, he's also one of the most durable and mentally strong fighters in the sport. Fury, on the other hand, has made a career out of defying expectations. He shocked the world when he outboxed Vladimir Klitschko, came back from the brink of retirement to dominate Deontay Wilder, and proved his doubters wrong time and again. Fury's confidence in his ability to adapt and overcome is one of his defining traits. However, Mackenzie's concerns about Fury's preparation and strategy highlight the potential pitfalls of relying too heavily on size and power against a fighter as skilled as Usyk. What's clear is that neither fighter will underestimate the other. Fury knows that Usyk is a tactical genius who can exploit any weakness. Usyk, in turn, recognizes Fury's ability to change his approach and recover quickly. As the fight draws closer, the anticipation is building. Fans are eager to see how Fury's new approach will fare against Usyk's calm and calculated style. Will Fury's bulked-up frame give him the edge he needs? Or will Usyk's skill and focus once again prove too much to handle? What do you think? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more.